66% of total rescued girl used to be re-trafficked because there is no rehabilitation kind of thing. Trafficking survivors are commodity for even traffickers and even anti-trafficking activists. Fact is that this is actually a political issue. This is still not in debate. This is still not a social issue. In Murshidabad, we went to a village and every second house had either survivors or a missing person. 4 girls were trafficked by a single man and police registered a case of elopement. This was really pathetic. The girl was rescued and repatriated to her home, and then she was gang. She was somehow forced by the society to isolate herself from the society and all peer group.
ये बहुत यूनिक केस है, इसको बाप को मार दिया। जी, बहुत यूनिक केस है। मतलब this is the case for the case study. This is the case for the case study.
The major challenge in trafficking is stigma.
तो इसने कहा क्योंकि उसने एक हिंदू आदमी ने खरीद लिया, इसलिए हम इसको वापस नहीं लेंगे इस लड़की। ठीक है, उसने हाथ खोला।
No one is talking about trafficking.
Your Bolero is running on reserve fuel.
मुझे लग रहा था कि यही बोलेगा। चुप ना रह सकता है। फिर कब बोलेगा साला?
सीधे सिर्फ बात करने से कुछ नहीं होता है असल में, तो उसको एक्ट में जब तक नहीं उतारा जाता।
The major thing is like we are covering a route which is known for more than 60% of the trafficking happening in and around India. And this is not only about in-country trafficking, but also it is about cross-border trafficking. This objective is quite simple. Like we are trying to connect all dots from law enforcement agency to socio-political groups who can actually create a network, and then they can prevent trafficking, and not only prevent trafficking but also try to help the victim in their rehabilitation and all.
ये दोनों लड़का लड़के दोनों माइनर एज के हैं, ठीक है ना, दोनों के बीच अफेयर हो गया, ठीक है, दोनों ये हो गया कि हम दोनों शादी करेंगे, तो पुलिस को पता चला भाई शादी करेंगे, ठीक है ना, तो जब पुलिस को पता चला तो इसी बीच लड़का क्या हुआ ना कि उसके फादर साथ मिसबिहेव कर दिया जाएगा। ये बहुत यूनिक केस है, इसको बाप को मार दिया। जी, बहुत यूनिक केस है। मतलब this is the case for the case study. This is the case for the case study.
So, what is your role with the police? We are engaging police with all process, and each district have anti-trafficking unit, and government has have started it 5-7 years ago, but still that is not activated, and they are not actually working. So we are listening them, and we are understanding their limitations and trying to connect them with other stakeholders of trafficking and other schemes meant to serve for trafficking victims and survivors. Because most of the time when police rescue someone, policeman used to give all money and all in that particular case. So they have problem of budget and all. So we are exploring all their limitation and trying to activate them on ground. We are connecting them with local people, like local society, and we are doing workshop with them, and we are inviting them in a community, and policemen are actually speaking on street meetings and saying people to they should come forward to complain about trafficking and all. So this is what we are doing with the police.
जो हम इस कॉज के लिए जो काम करते हैं उसमें जो प्रॉब्लम हमको आती है कैसे कैसे हम उसके लिए सॉल्यूशन निकालते हैं, तो वो सारी बात जो है हम लोग करेंगे.
And also we have find some problem with the police official, like in most of cases IOs have limitations because most of the time they used to play with IPC and CRPC. They have a lot of tasks. We should respect their limitations too. So and we cannot blame them for everything.
हम लोगों ने एक हेल्पलाइन भी जारी की है स्टेक होल्डर्स के लिए और पुलिस के लिए। ये किसी आम आदमी का हेल्पलाइन नहीं है, मतलब आम आदमी उस हेल्पलाइन को यूज नहीं करेगा। इसमें क्या है कि जैसे टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम जो होती है, क्रिमिनल और इन्वेस्टिगेशन के इशू नहीं, लेकिन जो टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम होती है, जैसे एक टेक्निकल बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम क्या होती है कि जैसे आपने रेस्क्यू कर रहा किसी को, उसको लाया, उसके रिहेबिलिटेशन का इशू है, उसको रिहेबिलिटेट करना है, तो कैसे करना है? पुलिस का काम रिहेबिलिटेट करना नहीं है। बच्चा अगर छोटा है तो वो तो डीसीपीओ को आप बढ़ा दोगे, लेकिन बच्चा अगर 18 साल से 19 साल का हो गया तो आप क्या करोगे?
We have launched a helpline for them, so they can ask for technical technical suggestions only, not on criminality and all investigation part, but technicality of the case and the problem. So this is what we are doing with the police, and we are inviting them in the community, and they are speaking with the people, and they are creating awareness among people that police is there and a special unit is there to prevent and rescue all kind of trafficking.
लड़की है, 16 साल की लड़की है और वो गायब है, कहाँ गई, किसके साथ गई पता नहीं चला। तो जो एसएचओ साहब थे उन्होंने कहा 16 साल की लड़की है, भाग गई होगी। उसमें क्या हुआ कि उस केस को फॉलो कर रहे थे हम लोग कि कैसा है, क्या मामला है और क्या केस है। तो फिर उसके बाद हम लोगों को उस लड़की को हमने ट्रेस कर लिया एक जगह। वो लड़की हमको मिल गई आराम से, बहुत आसानी से। जब लड़की हमको मिल गई और ये उत्तर प्रदेश में मिली, वेस्टर्न यूपी में, उसके बाद जब हम उस लड़की के पास गए और उसके बाद वहां से फिर जो पुलिस थाना था, मैं नाम नहीं बताना चाहता थाने का, जब हम उस थाने पे के एसएचओ को लिख के बताया कि ये जो आपकी एफआईआर है, इसके ये वाली लड़की जो है इस पर्टिकुलर जगह पे और ये स्पेसिफिकेशन है, उनको मैंने बताया। पुलिस की मजबूरी हो गई कि हमने बता दिया कि लड़की कहाँ है, ठीक है, वहां उन्होंने एफआईआर की, तो अब तो पुलिस की मजबूरी है, उसको रेड तो करना पड़ेगा। उन्होंने रेड किया, ठीक है, और ये बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेटेड स्टोरी है इसलिए सुना रहा हूँ। उन्होंने रेड किया, लड़की को लेके पहुंचाया वहां अपना घर, और ये कहानी जो है बरपेटा की है, आसाम। वहां जब पहुंचाया तो फैमिली ने कर दिया रिफ्यूज लेने से, ठीक है। और बात ये हुई कि फैमिली ने कहा कि लड़की जो है इसने शादी कर लिया था, लड़की मुस्लिम थी, ठीक है, वो वहां गई, उसने उसको बंदे ने खरीदा था, जो इस बंदे ने खरीदा था वो हिंदू था, ड्राइवर था, ठीक है। तो इसने कहा चूंकि उसने एक हिंदू आदमी ने खरीद लिया, इसलिए हम इसको वापस नहीं लेंगे, इस लड़की, ठीक है। उसने हाथ खड़ा। एसएचओ साहब सोच में पड़ गए कि ये लड़की तो जा नहीं रही है। एसएचओ साहब ने कहा कि ठीक है, जो शादी करके चुकी है, तो ये था, उसको फोन करके यूपी से बुलाया, वो बंदा आया, लड़की उसको थमा करके, ठीक, गलत नहीं, ट्रैफिकिंग की, वो आदमी गलत नहीं कर रहा है, वो जो एसएचओ है वो गलत नहीं कर रहा है, वो देख रहा है कि लड़की के खिलाफ स्टिग्मा है, ठीक है, और स्टिग्मा का है रिलीजन भी है साथ में, स्टिग्मा में ना रिलीजन भी है साथ में, तो हो सकता है लड़की को खतरा हो जाए, ठीक है। बरपेटा ऐसा डिस्ट्रिक्ट है जहां 80% से ज्यादा जो है मुस्लिम आबादी है, ठीक है। उस एसएचओ ने क्यों किया, सो मैं बता रहा हूं। उस एसएचओ ने ये नहीं किया, उसने सोचा अगर हम क्षेत्र होम इसको भेजते हैं, ठीक है, तो हो सकता है कि वहां जितने बच्चे हैं और तमाम लोग हैं, बच्चियां हैं या स्टाफ है, वो उसको हार्म करते हैं। उसने सोचा कि इसको सोसाइटी में रहने में प्रॉब्लम होगी, शेल्टर होम में रहने में प्रॉब्लम होगी, तो चूंकि उस बंदे ने शादी किया हुआ है और यहाँ चाइल्ड मैरिज तो सबकी होती है, इसलिए उसको वापस भेज दिया। सीडब्ल्यूसी ने रिकमेंड कर दिया ट्रैफिकिंग का चार्ज। ये था एक टेक्निकल एरर। वो आदमी चोरी नहीं कर रहा था, वो आदमी कोई घूस नहीं ले रहा था, वो आदमी कोई भी गलत काम नहीं कर रहा था, वो जानते हुए वो बच्चे का बुरा भी नहीं चाह रहा था। तो ऐसे पूरे मामलों में वहां पे ये हेल्पलाइन काम कर सकता है कि वहां पे आपको एक ऐसा बंदा मिल जाएगा जो डेडिकेटेडली ना ट्रैफिकिंग को समझता है या एंटी ट्रैफिकिंग के लिए ही वो काम कर रहा है, तो वैसा बंदा आपको वहां पे एक मिल जाएगा जो आपको असिस्ट करेगा।
So, yes, the major challenge in trafficking is stigma. 66% of total rescued girl used to be re-trafficked because of there is no rehabilitation kind of thing and proper rehabilitation kind of thing. Because you cannot rehabilitate anyone in a shelter home. Shelter home is not rehabilitation. So you have to rehabilitate them within the community, and community actually do not support people. I mean, the victims or survivors. So we are trying to connect with them, and we are trying to sensitize the masses that I mean, victims are victims. They are not criminals. So you cannot blame her for anything. Like, everyone should have their aspiration to achieve their dream and all, and if someone is trying to achieve their aspiration or dream, and some other is coming and exploiting them, so exploiter is the problem, the trafficker is the problem. So in a district we visited, and in West Bengal we visited a girl, and we came to know about her story, and this was really pathetic. The girl was rescued and repatriated to her home, and then she was raped, gang raped by a couple of youth from locality, just because she was Delhi returned. She came from Delhi, and she was somehow forced by the society to isolate herself from the society and all peer group. She was raped, and when her parents migrated to some other place, she felt something, or I don't know, because no one knows where is she now. So she was either re-trafficked, or she choose to migrate somewhere else without informing her parents and all. So stigma actually works against the victim, and we are trying to sensitize the people that victim should not be blamed for anything.
हम लोग यहाँ पता है क्यों आए हैं? हम लोग यहाँ आए हैं आपसे बात करने के लिए ट्रैफिकिंग पे। ट्रैफिकिंग समझते हैं आप? मैं जो बात करने आया हूँ वो बात करने आया हूँ थोड़ा अजीब सी चीज पे, ठीक है, जो आप सभी बच्चों को जानना चाहिए, बहुत जरूरी है जानना।
Look, this type of things, like especially if you are trying to prevent trafficking, you cannot make it a police state. Like you cannot ask them to stop falling in love. You cannot ask them to stop migrating. You cannot say this. This is not practical thing. So we are trying to convince the parent of adolescents, girls, and teenage girls or girls, that if you are willing to accommodate their ideas, new ideas, or if you are willing to talk with your children will definitely share each and everything. And we are visiting schools too, and we are asking children to share each and everything with their parents, and if not possible with the parents, at least they should share each and everything with their peer group, their best buddies, their best friend, so no one can use any opportunity, because most of case what we learn in the field, like what police officials were saying, what DCPO officers were saying, like most of cases actually looks like elopement, like girls run away with the boys for a love affair. So love affair is becoming a major issue, but we cannot prevent love affair. So we need to make understand to parents that you should accommodate the idea only then you can prevent all kind of problem against your children. So and we are asking youths to be in a group, share things with your friends, and don't destroy your student community.
इसीलिए SJPUs या एंटी ह्यूमन ट्रैफिकिंग यूनिट के मैंडेट में है कि आप पब्लिक के बीच में जाएंगे अवेयरनेस फैलाने अलग अलग मुद्दे पे, तो ताकि आप तक रीच हो सके, सारे लोग आ सकें.
So actually our organization works on bride trafficking, and in most of case, if you will find that there is a major reason tool of the trafficker is marriage. So in many cases, in most of cases actually, they offer marriage to the girls. So this is why we are saying it marriage trafficking. And even if you will see data of trafficking, you will find that abduction for the purpose of sex trafficking or prostitution is lower than abduction for the purpose of marriage. So it is also true that many data many cases are of about love affair and elopement. But it is also true that sometimes police register that case as elopement or love affair, even if in that case is directly related to trafficking. Like in West Bengal, police officer was, DCPO was sharing in Medinipur. DCPO was sharing that 4 girls were trafficked by a single man, and police registered a case of elopement. So 4 elopement with 4 girls and a single boy. This was typical trafficking, but they registered it as elopement. Why? हिंदी में ऐसा बोलेगा कि उस लड़की के साथ, उस लड़के के साथ मेरा लड़की चला गया या चली गई. हाँ, सो इस सेंटेंस को पुलिस ने लिया कि वो लड़की उसके साथ भाग गई. So this is another kind of prejudice against girls. If a girl is going somewhere with someone, that means they are in love, and they are just going because of they are in love. That's it. So that's why we are talking about bride trafficking, and we are talking about child marriages. So because in most of cases, minors are being targeted by traffickers, and trafficking is happening on the name of marriage.
वहाँ पे ज़रूरत काउंसलिंग की है, लेकिन अभी काउंसलिंग के लिए एक सवाल आप लोगों को दिमाग में आना चाहिए कि काउंसलिंग कहाँ करवाएंगे. बीइंग द पुलिस ऑफिशियल आपको सर ने कह दिया जाइए काउंसलिंग करवाइए, तो काउंसलिंग कहाँ करवाएंगे ये पता नहीं. तो ये सारी चीजें ना टेक्निकल है.
Problem with trafficking is quite simple. Like in most of the time, trafficking survivors are commodity for even traffickers and even anti-trafficking activists, because they just recover them and put them in some shelter home or the community without doing anything. So but the fact is that this is actually a political issue, because traffickers use their force against oppressed member of a oppressed community or group or family to traffic them. But this is still not in debate. This is still not a social issue. So we need to make it a social issue. We need to engage all kind of socio-political organization in this particular thing, because only then you can fight stigma. Only then you can create a mass movement against it. So only then people will realize like okay, so trafficking survivors are not different from the society, and they are not dirty part of the society. They are mainstream of the society, and everyone must say something about that. because in Murshidabad, we went to a village, and every second house had either survivors or a missing person, but no one was accepting this as an issue, and no one is making it as a political or social issue. No one is there was a panchayat election happening in West Bengal, and no one is talking about trafficking. So everyone talks about these and that, but not the real issues. So we are trying to make it a political issue too, not only through socio-political group, but also we are asking youth, if you have some kind of political aspiration locally, you should take this issue, raise this issue, and try to find the missing people and try to rehabilitate repatriated girls or boys. Then you will be acknowledged by the community, because everyone has the same problem and everyone is actually afraid of this problem, but no one is speaking against anything, just because they cannot speak because of a stigma.